Y'all want to hear something crazy? I've been walking on a sprained ankle for 3 months. And honestly, the reason is embarrassing. It really is. It wasn't because I didn't have the money to go to the doctor. It wasn't because the doctor was too far away or I didn't have the time necessarily. It wasn't any of those things. You know, our usual excuses for not taking care of ourselves. The real reason was because I was so busy, like taking care of everything and everybody else, that I was ignoring the pain for 3 months. I kept saying, okay, I'm going to just treat it myself. They probably just going to tell me to prop my leg up and take some ibuprofen. I'm just going to do it at home. I'm going to ice it. I'm going to elevate it. I'm going to do all the things because, you know, I don't have time to be down anyway. If something wrong with it, I can't do nothing about it. And I really cannot believe I let that much time go by without checking on myself. It was like the pain was always in the background. So let me tell y'all what happened. This is what happened. So I was at the park with my kids on March 8th. We're at Tomley Park in Memphis, Tennessee, right by the bridge. Real nice, right? And they have reimagined the space. So it's super cute. They got a really nice playground now. It's real nice. And me and Naomi decided that we were going to go down the slide. So I put her in my lap and I get on the slide too. And it's one of those old school metal slides that's really tall. And I had on some regular tennis shoes. Rubber and metal, they don't slide. Okay. There's no slide when it comes to metal and rubber meeting. So we're going down the slide. The slide is real high, full speed, but the bottom of my shoe hits the slide and comes to a complete stop, like jerk. So all this momentum, and then my foot hits the slide, comes to a complete stop, and my ankle makes this shearing motion. Instant pain, instant pain. I went and sat down. My mom was with us, and I was like, okay, this really hurts. And I thought the pain was going to be passing. So I sat down for a little while, but then I was like, it's not going away. So I still, me being who I am, I'm like, I brought the kids to the park. And also because I'm splitting time with my kids now, I don't want to waste a single moment. And I know that's unrealistic sometimes. It's like in that moment, I really should have just sat down the rest of the time at the park and let the kids play with my mom. But I didn't. I was like, I got to take them back to their dad tomorrow. So let me just make the most of our visit to the park. So I get up anyway, but I'm kind of like limping, but still pushing Naomi on the swings. I'm still watching Jackson play with the basketball, like still doing all the mom things at the park. So that was March 8th. And as time goes on, it's not getting better. I'm like, at some point, I'm going to have to get this thing checked out. So I'm going to get it checked out. I would complain about it. Like date nights, I'm in heels, y'all. Talk about me. Date nights, I'm in heels because I'm like, my outfit, I don't want to, I still want to look cute, but every time I put the heel on, I'm reminded your ankle is injured, ma'am. Y'all, April rolls by. May, and May is crazy for any mom. In school, they got 11,000 different events, fundraisers, um, graduations, programs, end of the year, this field day, May Day week. What is that? Whole week? So it wasn't happening in May at all. But again, on Mother's Day, had on heels, I was reminded, your ankle is injured, ma'am. And I kept saying, I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. As soon as things slow down, I'm going to get my ankle checked out. And how many times do we do that? How many times do we ignore our bodies and our needs because we don't take our needs at the same level of importance as everybody else's? Now, had this story been different and it been my child who injured themselves on the slide, at the park on March 8th, then we would have went straight to the doctor's office right after that. We would have been in urgent care, emergency room, something. I wouldn't have even waited 2 or 3 days. But I went 3 months without checking on myself, knowing that I'm in pain. So if you don't know, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know I'm a hairstylist and I'm on my feet all day long. So it's not like the pain would come and go. I'm reminded every single day. Okay. Every single day for 3 months. I'm reminded your ankle is injured. I'm doing braids, I'm doing knotless, and my ankle starts throbbing. I'm reminded. But I'm still like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get to the doctor. I'm gonna go. They're gonna be closed when I get off today, but I'm gonna go. And I kept putting it off, kept putting it off. So I decided on yesterday, which was May the 29th, that I was gonna go to the doctor's office and get my ankle looked at. You know what the real issue was? The real issue wasn't that I was like necessarily the real issue isn't that I was in pain. It was an issue. Don't get me wrong. The real issue is how I made up excuses to not address my own pain. How I kept dismissing my own self. And I didn't even consider inconveniencing myself to take care of myself. Like, I should have blocked off time on my salon schedule. I should have gotten off work early one day to take myself to the doctor. Like, had it been anybody else, if it was my mom who needed to go and get her ankle checked out, I probably would have canceled some clients and moved mountains to make sure she got to the doctor. But me, oh, it's okay. I'm gonna work through it. I'm gonna press through it because I got this bill I need to pay, and I really can't afford to take off, or I have a mark I'm trying to meet. Like, I have a goal right now, a financial goal that I'm trying to meet. I don't have time to take off work. I can't be skipping out on clients. That's what my mind was saying. And all of that really just revealed a bigger issue to me, that although I'm a woman of faith and I trust God and I know that Jesus paid it all, I still oftentimes lean on my own understanding when scripture tells us to do the exact opposite. I lean on myself to figure things out, to work things out. Like, if I have to slow down because of an ankle injury, surely God is going to take care of me. God is going to provide. He's done so before so many times. Like, why would it be any different now? Why was that not the internal narrative? But it was just like, no, you don't have time for that right now. You got to do this, you got to do that. And I know I'm not the only single mom that does that. I know I'm not, because I hear the story all the time. Women being having issues that they overlook for years, not just 3 months, but years, and it end up being something much bigger. A lot of times as moms, it's normalized for us to ignore stress, to ignore over being overstimulated. It's normal for us to be running on fumes, and we have to is denormalize a word? Is denormalize the word? We need to denormalize that. Like, being stressed out and being overextended and in pain should not be the norm. But I don't feel like it's completely our fault. I don't. I feel like because a lot of times single moms don't feel like they're being tapped out of the fight, that we get time to rest, that we don't have that person to come and step in and take over while we recharge and re-up on energy. Or honestly, what it is we still have bills that need to get paid. We still have camp to pay for. We still have groceries to get. We still have rent to pay. We still have light bills to pay. We still have to get gas in this economy. We still got car notes and insurance. And that's why we don't have anybody to take over and be like, hey, I got it until you get yourself together. And I think that's why a lot of single moms feel like, okay, if I don't ignore myself, then what? You know, like, if I do it now and I have to take off time from work because I'm injured, or I need a procedure done, or I need this surgery that I've been putting off for years and I still haven't got it because I can't seem to find where I can afford to take off work that long, That's a real issue for a lot of single moms. And this situation made me, it was one of the reasons why I recently went and sat down with a clinical psychologist. And one of the things she told me that I took from our session that was amazing was she wants me to focus on building a board for my life. So, like the same way a company has a board, the same way, nonprofit organizations have a board of directors, people they go to, she wants me to build that for my personal life. She was like, whatever you can delegate, whatever you can outsource, do that because you're doing too much. You're doing too much. And I didn't even tell her about my ankle situation. I was just telling her about other stuff. And she was like, you need a board. Everybody needs a board, not just companies, businesses, but people, because life can be a lot sometimes. And I'm saying it to you, sis. Do you have a board in place? Sometimes we refer to them as our community. Do you have a community in place? Do you have people that help you out on the daily? Not just once a month when you want a babysitter to go run errands, but for you to go and take a nap. Do you have somebody you can call for that? And I know it's easier said than done because you have to be able to trust these people with your kids. I get that. But everybody deserves care. Everybody deserves care. The same way we care for our kids and we would drop everything and make sure they're taken care of. We are somebody's child. We deserve that kind of care as well. Sis, we got to do a better job at taking care of ourselves. So I'm in this boot for 4 weeks. Y'all keep me lifted because how am I gonna make this cute? Can you jump in? Yeah, you can jump in. How am I gonna make this boot cute, y'all? I'm gonna have to put some rhinestones or some ribbons or something because it's not giving. See, now I'm worried about the wrong thing again. And I'm gonna drop some on y'all. I'm gonna drop a line on y'all real quick. You ready for this, sis? You ready? Hold your wigs. Our kids need a well taken care of, healthy, soft, nurturing mom more than they need a sacrificial one. Okay? They need a mom that's not in survival mode. They need a mom that can be gentle with them, patient, not overstimulated, stressed out, running on fumes, short fused. They don't need that. So if we're gonna make it about the kids, let's keep it about the kids. And our kids deserve well cared for mothers. Okay? Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching my video on today. I am sitting by the pool. This is not what I would like to be doing, but because I didn't take care of myself, this is what I have to be doing. But I would rather be in this pool with these kids. But seriously, y'all, we got to take better care of ourselves. I cannot believe I went 3 months in pain, ignoring it for whatever reason. But if you know somebody who needs to hear this, if you know a friend, a mother who needs to take care of herself better, share this video with her.
By the way, my name is Jackson and I like to play video games. And I'm like, oh, man. Bro, she always be sassy.
Until next time, peace out, y'all.